Oh god. Okay, we're good. I was doing an attempt or a practice run yesterday, and I had slid through those lasers, and had that happened to me. Alright! Oh! All I know is pain. I know, right? This is an amazing start. This is going swimmingly already. Alright, Nick, get that attempt counter up on the board. Alright, attempt number 2. Trying to keep my speed booster, but if I'm gonna get screwed by the lasers like that, I'm a little worried about it. There we go. I feel like I'm moving. Just don't die. You know, that's a really good point. Where's the captain? There he is. Okay. Shouldn't need burst glide anymore. Hopefully. So, quick swap this. My good old reliable strafe. Alright, place your bets. Is this the run? Or am I gonna get screwed by something stupid? Literally just sprinted through the lasers or trying the lasers spawn. They spawned in like half a second and somehow man, you know, honestly, if that ever does happen, it's just like a blessing. Ooh, I almost if that happens to me on any of these runs, I'm gonna be so happy. Literally my first time. I won't be checking any more messages. Oh, no, no, no. I'll be fine. Hopefully. I shouldn't get too distracted by any messages. You can keep on talking. But I do appreciate the support. This is actually my first time like actually using Risk Runner in an attempt, so it's like I have no idea how this is going to play out. But I would like to assume it's going to work well because, you know, arc damage resist and all that beautiful jazz. Scanner right there, pick that up, here. Real quick. I think I'm trying to figure out, should I be greedy and try and fly over these lasers? No. I'm not. No. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the butt later. If anything, I should be able to make up the time on it. Number 2. I hope. Do these guys count as arc damage? We're about to find out. They do. Two, three, one. Yeah. 2, 3, 1. Bro, Risk Runner is just a blessing. Two, three, one. Yee. Ah! We're good. All according to plan. That was totally on purpose. I was not panicking in that very moment you were. Can we just talk about how amazing Sunstar feels right now, at least in my opinion? Yes, I see. Pulse. Just need to get my super back. Don't mind me. Bring it on, I got Risk Runner, I ain't afraid. For once. Normally I am terrified of those guys. Alright. Whew. And Chris Dash, fusion grenade. Whew. Go. That's... Uh-oh. That's the wrong button. Why are there so many? There's so many of you. Oh, I'm so... Ugh. I want a wellscape, but I'm doing so well. I don't know if I should. But I really don't want to waste time on that whole operator spacewalk. Especially since it's just a bunch of boomers and tracer shanks. But it's like, if I do get the wellscape, then it's such a good time save. But if I mess it up, then it's just a huge waste of time plus a potential reset. I'm gonna do it. Bro. What is that frame doing? They are just they're just like pushing them. They're not even trying to kill them. I see. Do I even have enough ammo? I knew I should have went and grabbed that freaking box. You talking about me? Alright, y'all, moment of truth. Well, there goes that moment of truth. you save that by, you know, just hoping that the invisible ramps properly. That's the best I got. Yeah, this is the hard part, because I have no way of survivability. I gotta worry about these guys. Oh, did I pick it up? Oops. Uh-oh. Yes. Shit. Oh, thank you for that orb. Oh, right. Bruh. Nice. Bring in, there you go. Alright. 20 minutes to wait. Bruh. Bruh. God damn. Whoa. Oh. I accidentally clicked on the live split. Whoopsie daisy. kill him, and time to go. Whew! Easy. Totally got it on the first try. Totally didn't start off by running into lasers. Oh. Whew. Oh, that feels good. Pole. Hold on, I'll check it out in a second. Whew. But yeah. 25 minutes and 20 seconds. If I had gotten that well skate, it probably would have been maybe 23? Assuming I didn't like hit some wall or whatever. But yeah. Oh man, I'm so glad. Yeah, so just to do a quick little rundown of the loadouts. I used Fallen Sunstar, Ashes to Assets with Harmonic Siphon, and then so I can have Better Already, like in the, Harmonic Siphon to generate orbs so that I could trigger Better Already, which would, give me my health regen if I ever needed that in the pinch, which it actually came in clutch in that one room after the Hive Night. I'm pretty sure if I did not have that, that would have killed me. And then I ran Bolstering Detonation so that whenever I threw a grenade, I would get class ability energy so that I could keep the cycle up going with, Rift and grenades and all that stuff, utility kickstart, so I can get my class ability back, so I can create more Arc Souls, Reaping Wellmaker, because I plan on spamming so many healing rifts, I would just be able to spawn a bunch of Void Wells, which would then give me Well of Tenacity, which is, I believe, 50% damage resistance? 40 to 50, one of the two. And then Font of Might for the extra arc damage with my Risk Runner. Elemental Time Dilation just for like 3 extra seconds, because apparently those 3 extra seconds make a huge difference from what I've seen. Spark of Shock for constant jolting with grenades. Spark of Discharge for Ionic Traces on arc kills. Hope y'all didn't hear that. You probably did though. Spark of Ions because, jolting 10%. It used to be. Well of Tenacity used to be 10%, but then I think when Witch Queen dropped, like it used to be like Protective Light was 50% and Well of Tenacity was 10, but then when Witch Queen dropped, they flipped it. So Well of Tenacity became 50% and then Protective Light became 10%. Which is kind of why Protective Light is just nowhere to be found. Oh, kick me to orbit. But yeah, Spark of Ions for the Ionic Traces whenever I jolt a target, which usually happens from Spark of Shock, so and then Spark of Resistance, since I'm going to be like in the thick of it, I figure just get some resistance out of it. Arc Soul, it's Arc Soul. Electrostatic Mine for more Ionic Traces, which goes hand in hand with Ions and Shock. I'm pretty sure that ends up giving me 2 to 3 traces per kill, or per jolted kill or whatever. And then, the good old Fallen Sunstar, because it just gives a lot of energy back whenever you get an Ionic Trace. So it's like the ability loop just goes and goes and goes, and it's beautiful. Deliverance, because Chill Clip, Fusion Rifle Demolition is for easy reloading. And honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite fusion rifles. Risk Runner for the arc resist, Eager Edge just for the speed. And then when I got to the first Hive Night encounter, I ran Fusion Grenade. I ran the whole Starfire loadout, Empowering Rifts, Fusion Grenades, but Icarus Dash and Heat Rises because the idea. Oh yeah, Ember Eruption, Ashes, Singeing, and then Torches. The idea was to have Heat Rises and Icarus Dash plus Well, so I could just skip the entire spacewalk with like one well done skate combo. But as you can see, that didn't happen. And so I just kind of had to go through it normally. Just use Icarus Dash for, you know, typical dodging, heat rises for floating and all that stuff. But I also did Wither Horde, my Demolitionist Ikelos, so I could just wouldn't have to reload, just constantly be able to pelt the target, get my grenade energy back, chuck the grenade and all that stuff. And then bait and switch just for like those moments of precision hits that I needed on the Brig and the Knight for that extra little bitty damage. And then, you know, Wrath of Rasputin, Global Reach, and Fireteam Medic because I'm low-key digging Warmind cells this season. Not for every build, but just for specific builds like my Starfire and my Sunbracers build, which I'll cover later. And it just kind of works, in my opinion. I don't know why. And then, you know, Well of Life, just in case. Weaken clear, since, you know, the boss and the Brigs are boss tier level. You know, weaken them, get a little bit of extra damage done with everything I do. Yeah, Well of Life and Elemental Ordnance, since I'm going to be throwing grenades anyway. Might as well, you know, get some well out of it. Yeah. Sword Scavenger. That's just there. Don't worry about that. But then for the final boss, I swapped to this setup. Torches, Singeing, Ashes, same as Starfire, but I swapped to Empryon, Phoenix Dive, Solar Grenades, and Touch of Flame. And if you noticed during that run, I did a little, I don't know what the quote-unquote official community name for it is, but I call it a Phoenix Tech, which is basically you pop Heat Rises, and then while Heat Rises is active, you use Phoenix Dive so you can take advantage of the restoration, the little 1 second bit of restoration that it gives. But if you do any like grenade or well-timed incinerator snap as you're doing that Phoenix Dive, and you get a kill, Empryon kicks in, which makes that restoration go from 1 second to more than 1 second. So you could actually have enough time to keep that restoration going. So you'll pretty much be running around with ×2 restoration the entire encounter if you have the ads to keep it going. But yeah, for the Sunbracers build, I use Wrath of Rasputin, Cellular Suppression, Warmind's Protection, Power of Rasputin, Global Reach, basically an entire Warmind cell setup, because, you know, I just really felt like that would be a much better option as opposed to using Wells or Charge with Light, because I just couldn't really find much value out of those other combat style mods. Utility Kickstart and Bolstering Detonation so that my Phoenix Dive would come back sooner. Didn't really need to go into strength due to Heat Rises. Yeah, Warmind's Protection so I could just, you know, reduce the damage of the enemies near that Warmind. Power for the extra damage if I ever needed it. Wrath because I'm throwing solar grenades all over the place. You know, and then Global Reach just for that extra range. Deliverance, Sunshot because it's just an easy weapon to use for solar needs, and then my bait and switch for damage.